Yo, what up, Tudo? Mr. Fifthia. What's going on, guys? Long overdue to be sorting some commander decks tonight, so we're gonna, oh my gosh. I gotta get a bigger desk. Gotta get a bigger desk. Anyway. I am a second fan. You're a first fan. Let's see. Sepron's great vid today. Thanks, Crazy. Yeah, I messaged him and told him I was gonna do it, so it might be a week or so before he actually picks it up, but still feel a little weird about it, but valid information and valid stuff, so work was all right. It's a long week this week, so it's you know, that's what it is. A little tilted. Better. I watched your latest video a few hours ago. Big decisions. Yeah, I've been starting to box it all up, and you know, I've been trying to sift the best I can, but you know, ultimately I know I'm not going to get every last dollar, and I know I'm going to be getting a nice little windfall, and then I'm going to start another one, and I'm going to start a second store, and we're going to start all over again and ramp it back up. So. And brother, I don't know if you read the comments, but I think it's a great idea. I did. I worked like a 10-hour day, so I haven't been able to respond to anything, but do you just do Pokemon? No, I do Magic too. We're actually doing some Commander decks. I thought these came with a I guess these don't come with the sample packs anymore? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought sample packs came in Commander decks. And the plus side, you won't have to do a physical cycle. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of the whole point too, is just blow it all up and start from fresh, but that will be an amazing perk. But yeah, I'm still feeling a little weird about it, but I know once the zeros show up in the bank account, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. How is everybody doing tonight? Damn, right, I really thought. No, I have to be thinking of something else. Not anymore. They don't. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I mean, I guess the last Commander decks I did were older ones, so, yeah. Hello, I knew you were looking for that. I was, man. It's been a minute since I've been able to rip into some Commander stuff, but looking forward to it. Bronze, get the skin right. You could just use that to sift if you wanted to before selling off. I might try, but I have to have it all packed up by Thursday or Friday, and I work 4 of those days, so it's gonna be kind of a mad dash. But like what I'm sifting right now, it's basically just like you know, Pikachu, Lugia, all your popular dudes, decent holo rares. I found like a stack of like this many like holo Gengars from a couple sets, so it'll end up being fine. I already have like, I want to say I have like 50 or 60,000 cards already lined up to buy at like 1 cent a piece, including reverses and holos, so it'll be a short-lived thing. And I'm going to start trying to sort and sift some of that other stuff that I have. on stream, so that way you guys can kind of see some of the crazier stuff that's in there, because some of these older cards that are even mild play, heavy play, I'm sure they're going to be good. Also, I know we were meeting the other night, but I'm like 70% the way there. Let me know how icing tastes when you mix it with the gravy. Dude, I loved that video, man. I loved it. It was definitely an interesting way to put it, but hey. All good, and good luck. Oh, what's up, man? What's up, Sleepyhead? Yeah, it'll be, yeah, so anyway, so, I'm like 70% of the way to having a 24-hour stream. And I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna blow up my store, and then do a 24-hour stream where I try to make as many listings on eBay as possible, and try to last 24 hours doing it. I think that's what we're gonna try. I still have not fully committed to it yet, but that's the idea in my head, and I think it's a pretty solid goal. It'll be a 3-day weekend. Not much to worry about. The goal, I think, would be like try to get to like 5,000 listings in a day just by powering through and just being an absolute maniac, but I don't know. Hot take. I say keep it all. It's hard, man. I said once I started going through some of the stuff, I was like, geez, Louise, I should probably just stop buying things, but I don't know. There's a lot of prospects on the horizon. I know I can get it more real fast for a lot less, and once I start sorting some of these boxes on stream, you're gonna be like, holy heck. It's, yeah. But what you guys got going on tonight? We sorting, listing, sifting, taking it easy, day off. Sorry for being MIA the last couple days. My whole apartment complex was having issues, and I really had no way around it. Jesus, this whole deck rares. Whoop. Basics. Tokens. I'm repricing cards for the show this weekend. Nice, dude. Where's your show at? Is it a big one? Hopefully. Lands, tokens. I guess we can just put these here for now. Crystal Lake in Carpentersville, Illinois. Nice. I hope you have good luck, man. These shows have been popping off recently. They have been popping off. We had a couple locally that just went like, just from last year, have absolutely gone crazy. How big is your inventory? Like, you have a lot of good stuff, or is it just kind of average? Or do energy cards ever sell? That's what I'm sorting right now. I'm sure they do, but it's like so low on the priority list. I usually just, as I get them, I'll sort them by type. And then I have like 2 5 rows where I just like 1 energy per row. And at some point I'll get around to doing like energy lots where you do like, you know, 20 or 10 of each energy, 30 of each energy for like $15 or $20 or something. It's just so low on the list of things to do that 40K plus. That is a hell of an inventory, dude. Way to go. You've been at it for a while, or have you just been doing it recently since the big boom? AA cards, go bronze, go. No. Go AA cards, go. What's up, homie? Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to the stream. Cracking into some commander decks. I wasn't in a big rush to break these down because like the first couple of weeks things are usually pretty get tanked, so now's the time. All this stuff probably won't go live until I blow the store up, which will be in a week or two, probably closer. If I get this stuff out of here, all this other stuff out by the end of the weekend, I'm probably going to blow it up Monday, not this coming Monday, but the following one in like 10 days. Enjoy watching you sort. Appreciate it. I enjoy having the company while I sort, and I hope you enjoy sorting while I sort. It's the best time to do so. About 10 months, started with 3K. I've been almost every weekend. Holy hell, dude. Talk about grind time. That's what's up. Wow. Congrats, man. That is awesome. I can't wait. I'll be a quarter of the way there in about a week. I keep trying to think about like, I wonder what you guys, do you guys have a dollar amount? Like if you got to 50,000, 75,000 in cash, that's the moment that you like quit your job or go part-time to pursue things differently? Because I'm telling you right now, the day I get to 50 grand in cash is the day that I seriously consider at least going part-time. Incredible Bulk TCG, what up, dude? Come on, you bastard. Some of these easy tabs are so easy, and some of them are just stuck. Hope you're having a good night, Incredible. Welcome on in. Yoink, yoink, yoink. It's amazing how these wrappers end up everywhere you aim, but where you aim. It's quite amazing. If I get to 100K and sell at 75%, I'm debt free. Is that the end goal for you? Or would you like think about cashing some, but not all of it out? Because I can't imagine you want to sell all of it, but maybe you do. I mean, that'd be, you know, Goal accomplished. Come on. There we go. Yeah. I'm not planning on ever having that much cash on hand, grow by grow. Well, yes. Maybe I poorly misworded that. I want to have like 50 grand. You know what I mean. I want to have that much in... well, I take that back. Grow by grow until the point that you have at least 50 grand in cash in addition to everything you have. And then at that point, you know, like I'm not going to let the money just sit there and not use it. But the minute that bank account goes over 50,000, that's when I make the decision. Just go for it. Depends. I think you need to make half for living costs, maybe a bit of investing for the future, and the other back to have to put back in your business. Yeah. Depends on what happens at that point. LOL, I have 2 years to do it. Dude, I'm on the same trajectory as you. I'm giving myself 2.5. Now that we're kind of, you know, we're like right here. I want to get to 2.5 years or less is my goal. Basic plans. I'll be honest, my goal is to try to make $500 profit a month. If I can do that, I can just keep that up. That's solid. That's a solid little chunk of change to have just hanging out. And drop a like, y'all. I would agree. You should. Only if you are liking, obviously, which I would imagine you are. Do 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 do. Inkling. Bang. What's up, Reformed? Reform Collector in the house, y'all. So many different elementals. My short-term goal is netting 5K a month. We getting close. I suppose if you're netting 50K a month, all kinds of... Well, I don't... I think I definitely said it wrong. I just want to be buying and selling to the point that I have 50K cash at will. And then... Wow, that's nice. And then do what I want. I just... Everything I do is to get to that point, and then we go for it. Primo. I'm lucky if I get $100 a month at the moment. Gotta keep grinding, brother. That's what I'm looking forward to the most, man. Like once I sell, like I said, we're gonna start a new account, and then we're going to slowly list everything like we did on that, but it's gonna be mainly Pokemon. And then once we do that, figure out what to do. Because we are going to have to start, we're going to be putting some of it on eBay now, and it's figuring out how to, you know. Ghostly Prison. That is one of my favorite cards. I love prison decks. I used to play red-white prison. It wasn't like the best deck, but it was so fun. It had like Ghostly Prison and Sun Titans and, you know, your like Lightning Helixes and stuff. And then it had, what else did it have? Really, really cool cards. It played like, what's the artifacts that lets you play lands out of your graveyard? I can't believe I cannot think of this card, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I got 3 little ones. I'd probably need about 12 months of expenses saved to take the plunge. Well, that's why I wanted to get to 50 grand, because I would agree. I would agree very much. Like 50 grand, if I'm debt free, that would be 3 years of expenses. And then I would have 20 grand on top of that to start everything. So, and that's not counting like the inventory that I might already have. So that is definitely an achievable goal in a reasonably short time span. Is that your end goal, Crazy? Is that like, are you wanting to have a store? Are you, is this like as far as you want to take it and like just kind of kill it doing what you're doing? Deep analysis. Man. When this card was originally printed in Onslaught, it was like this blue-green like tempo deck. It was so good. So good. Goal will be for my wife to leave her job to take care of fulfillment. I don't want a store, but I do want to get into single. Yeah, that's not a bad. Definitely not a bad goal. I'm sure you'll get there. Just gotta keep on chugging along. Volcanic. S R O F. My I gotta remember to take out like the more playable stuff, and I'm probably gonna do like, I don't want to do all the playables just on eBay, but I'm probably gonna put a good amount of them, and then do you know, the random stuff on the direct side. So what is up with these guild names? I know Ravnica has like Selesnya, all that stuff. Do they just assign the color pairs just new names just for the hell of it? Because that's stupid. In my opinion, that is stupid. I've been hunting possible grading plays cheaper for the cashback sale. Been ramping up grading hard. It's so much less work. It is so much less work, but I mean, you obviously know what you're doing, but they have been getting a little stingy on the 10 side, you know. Been getting a little stingy. I'm hoping to have mine out or back by like August, and hopefully we do good on it. What all did you send? Like, is it like a big crazy submission or just some random stuff? Getting to learn from you, fandom, and PokePaster has made it a whole heck of a lot easier to actually see this being a real thing. I'm very much a Speedy Nickel type of person. I think that's the biggest thing I was struggling with this whole bulk thing is like, I've always been like the slow dime guy to my own detriment sometimes. But like getting used to the fact that it's okay to make a Speedy Nickel. And the fact that I've made so much and bought so much from the bulk I have and accumulated, and I've almost thought about with eBay, just not even buying anything else, just listing what I have and seeing if we can get to like that 50 grand mark. I don't know. I got a lot of ideas in my head and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do them, but like, yeah. Anger. Squeed. Yo, he's an uncommon now, dude. What you doing to my boy, Squeed? Entertainment. So I turn the bulk very fast sometimes at the LGS to make 50 to 100% without the listing edits. I mean, you're right. I mean, it's realizing how much I have as I break it all down. It's like, oof, you know, but knowing how much I've been able to milk out of it just in the little bit that I'm able to do, it's weird. It's weird. Path. STA. I got 145 cards to PSA now. Excuse me. Mostly One Piece, some Pokemon, some Union Arena, and they auctioning 7 slabs for me soon. Big slabs or just whatever. Union Arena. That's a deep cut. I never played it, but they have some sick looking stuff. You know, now I think about it, I think we're just gonna probably put all this stuff on eBay once after I tear everything down, and then we're probably gonna scan in the rares and mythics, and then sift that out a little bit, and then put the bulk on eBay as well. TQQ. How do you guys? I mean, anyone that does Magic, how do you usually typically like decide what you do where? I mean, now that I'm in direct, it makes it a little more, you know, to do you know, other stuff. But I'm thinking about putting most of the commons and uncommons on eBay. Tap for games. Yo, what's up, Tap? Hello there, Bronze. Hope the weekend is off to a great start. It is. I got to work tomorrow and Sunday. No, I mean, I have to work, but it is what it is. Hope yours gets off to a great start as well. Hey, Bronze. I hope you see this. Of course I see this. Actually, if you're still on by the time I get off, I'll probably be coming over there to hang out. I find out the sets, meet near cool stuff, then drive out and dump it to them and see if I don't want it. On Saturday afternoon, my Discord was hacked. Yeah, that sucks. I ghost in there a lot, so I haven't been in there in a few days, but that sucks. How hard is that to do? Oh, in other words, leave my Discord? Got it. Are you gonna start a new one? You gotta be starting a new one. You had a nice little community in there. So there's a ton of good uncommons and yeah. You know what, Dragon? That might be why I haven't seen you live. Yes, DM me because I definitely want to make sure I. Yeah. Yeah, cooler. I kind of figured that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You know, once we start tearing this down, I do need to get in the habit of doing more eBay, and that's kind of one of the goals too. So, Pokemon's going to be weird figuring out what I put where, but since we're going to be doing a second account and kind of starting from scratch, I want to stay a little true to how I did it to get it back up there. But we'll see. Do you know who it was? Like, was it some rando dragon, or was it like one of your regulars that were in there? Because that is crappy. You don't strike me as someone who scares that easy. At all. I don't mean that in a bad way either. Terramorphic. Temple. Tokens. So what I do is list all my bulk rares under $3 in TCG and everything over on eBay. I was doing that, but now that I'm on Direct, I'm pretty sure I'm going to put everything over $3 on TCG Player, so that way it just goes. And then get the premium on the smaller stuff. That might be the wrong way to do it, but I don't want to put a bunch of bulk rares on Direct and get, like, you know, try to dodge the fees in the best way I can, ultimately knowing that, you know, there's not really dodging them a whole lot. And then got me with a fake resume to look over, since I do that for people. I sent you a direct message to Twitch. Sweet. Are you going live tonight? I don't remember if you said you were or not. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting, as much as I poo-pooed on it, more because I just time and stuff, but I'm looking forward to getting eBay, taking it a little seriously. TEA, TEM, TES, TER, MRYS. Nice. Yeah, well, I main on YouTube, so I don't know if I'll be able to raid you, but if I can figure out a way to do it. Not that I have a big following on Twitch anyway, but yeah, we need to get you back. So does that mean you have to, like, fight to get, like, partnered and stuff again, or affiliate again, or were they able to help you out with that? God, that's so crappy. I'm on Direct as well and found that the fees on the bigger cards absolutely crush your margins. Interesting. Even with the premium that you get? Shrug, how many cards do you have listed? Right now, for now, 184,000. And in a little bit, it's going to be 0. We're going to be starting from scratch. And it's going to be fun. I was getting worried about it. I was getting a little in my head about it, but it's going to be fun to build it back up again. I knew the fees were, like, bigger on bigger stuff, but I figured that the premiums on some of them were worth it. Interesting. I wonder if, well, let me ask you this, because that's a decent question. At that point, is it worth just putting the bulk rares on there and just getting your 20 cents, or do you... It's interesting. Very interesting, indeed. I guess this is another one of those scenarios where it's like you're not going to get every bit of money out of everything, but I don't know. Maybe that's what we'll have to start doing. Is just like, so even if you list $2 over market value, the direct free crushes you. That is good to know. Just if you had to take a guess, how many cards do you think you have? I mean, listed 184,000 in total. 300, probably 300 to 350. That might be a little high, but a decent amount. Sentinel's Eyes. Spirit Mantle. Well, it's about to be half that. But guys, because it's not going to take too long to sort this, I'm going to break out a box of the two of those to like really go through what's there. I did the math. I know I'm not going to sell everything like right away on eBay, but if I were to sell 5,000 cards between now and the end of the year, it'd be a lot. Wouldn't it be more beneficial to wait until after Mayhem sale to blow everything up? It would be if I didn't have to give the guy the stuff like now. Like I have to give it to him. So the rates that he's giving me are really, really high, but he has to have the cards by next week. So the goal is give him the cards either this coming Thursday or next weekend, blow up the store on Monday, and then list like a madman starting from then on. It'll probably be like a minimum, kind of honestly, like not to copy Phantom, but probably similar to what he's doing, where it's like list 20 to 50 cards a day on eBay. Do what I can with the TCG player side of things. And then with direct, it's going to be kind of, you know, figuring out how to do that, because I know you can't just list all your crap on there, but also maybe like that's where a price floor might come in. Like anything valued like a market price of 25 cents or less would go on TCG player, or 50 cents and less, and then anything over 50 cents would go onto eBay. It's so hard to do well with direct unless you're just moving a massive amount of cards quickly. And it's so hard to do well with direct unless you're just moving a massive amount of cards. Well, when you say massive, are we talking like 500, 1,000, 10,000? Because even like Rob and some other stores, their RIs are only like 1,000 to 1,500 cards. Which, granted, my plan is, and this might, I'd love to hear your opinion, Cooler, is once I get this money, I'm going to start doing $1,000 worth of unboxings of anything that makes sense a week. And we're going to start killing that side of thing, just constantly doing unboxings or a mass opening. So it might take a little while to get there, but if we're going through that much a weekend, I'm pretty sure we can get to that point. I'd like to hear your opinion on that. I wish we had TCG player this side of the pond. I wish we had an incredible bulk on this side of the pond. What's up, man? Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you for the comments and the advice from earlier. I haven't been able to respond to a lot of them yet. Probably be doing that tonight. I'm a little bit behind on doing that, actually, but Do appreciate your input very much. In your case, like a 700,000 a week. Okay. That's solid. Because like when I first turned Direct on, they were about 1,200, 1,300 cards a piece. But obviously I was behind on uploading properly. So I think once we start getting into a big rhythm of doing unboxings every week or mass openings every week, that's going to help things out. And it's going to be like better structured too, because I'll be able to have it scheduled, you know, Friday, like weekends or days off. Those are open and list the mass openings day. During the week, sort stream, list what I can on TCG Player for the Pokemon bulk, and then daily do 20 to 50 cards on eBay of like reverse hollows. And I know I kind of flipped through a little bit. I'm going to grab those boxes and we're going to look through some of this stuff. You guys are going to like, you're going to be, I don't want to say you're going to be mad, but when I show you some of the stuff that's in these boxes, you're going to be like, brother, what the fudge is your problem? You charmer you? Hey, it's that Italian to me, man. Would you think 85% of them were the 40%, 40-cent floor as well? Yes. Yes. Because, I mean, someone referenced it earlier, the Mason video. It's like, yes, you have to list some of the better stuff on there, but treat it like the icing. So it's like if I list all the whatever stuff that's like 50 cents and under and just let it marinate and build and build and build, you know, that seems like a legitimate way to go about it. And I probably had some illusions of grandeur when I got in there, but you live and you learn. Q? PQ? Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Don't you have, what's the thing that Rattle's always pushing in the EU for cards? For Pokemon. What's that site? Is that not good? I know it's kind of vague, but I can't think of what it's called. QRST, Storm, Kiln, Storm, Study, Soul Ring. ST, UV. And honestly, guys, I mean this. I'm still going to be the everything guy, but it was really nice to see that me, you know, changing things up a little bit didn't upset the status quo. Because, I mean, ultimately, like, what are you going to do? It is what it is, but that was probably my biggest worry. It was like, freaking jerk, blah, 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 you know, but everyone here is usually pretty cool, so I shouldn't have probably catastrophized that. But if anything, it's just a blueprint that like what I did worked, even though it's not maybe ideal at a certain scale. Card market, yeah. That's a reasonable. I mean, I'm sure it's not the scale to teach either, but it's got to be decent, right? Same here. Most times, like you said, when I open cases of Magic, it's phenomenal for the first week. Then it goes back down to the 40-cent sales after a week until I list more. Yeah. Yep, you're probably right. But I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know how much you're opening, but I'm assuming that if I'm able to keep up doing $1,000 worth a week, that number is going to change quite rapidly. I would imagine. I could be wrong, and then at that point I just quit again. But it'd be interesting to see. Be a nice little thought experiment. Excited to see you back at it again. Let's get that store to 500K. We're gonna try. That's the next goal. What's up, Black Merchant? The only reason why I've been gone is because my internet has been dead. Otherwise, we've been live all week. But how are you doing, Merchant? How's the card life been for you? It's the top platform in the UK. Yeah, it's I've been in there once or twice just to float around. It's really cool. Frozen Tundra, thanks for being a great mentor to all of us. That is insanely nice of you to say. I don't think I am. I'm more just kind of doing what you guys are trying to do, but that's very kind of you to say. Thank you. I just do what I can with what I know and then learn on the way. That's all you can do, right? I do 6 booster boxes every new set, then buy bulk in between. That's solid. Yeah. I was thinking maybe not even $1,000. Maybe I could do like $500 a week. That way I'm not like taking up all the extra cash that I have on hand. There's a spot. You know? Maybe a case. Start off a case or 2 cases. Because if you can get certain sets for $80 a box, you can probably get 2 cases worth for like $600-700. I made a couple single sales on eBay yesterday from an international buyer. They paid $10 twice for shipping for 1 card. They didn't come after you to refund it? That seems insane. That's awesome. That is a good come up. That is a good come up. Path, patch, PATCH. I'm a very small fish in the giant ocean. We're all small fish, man. I mean, when I think of small fish, big fish, I think of Star City, Troll and Toad. You know, those guys. Those are big fish. Anyone else under them, you're small. Small guppies. We're like plankton. That's what we are. Some people tell me you can't make money on bulk. Those are the people you say, well, okay, sell me yours. And then you prove them wrong. That's what I would do. Well, if you don't want it. Let me free you of your burden, kind sir. Or ma'am. Or whatever. Basically, eBay standard envelope to the eBay shipping center, and then they forward it to destination. Nice. We eat the crap out of the small fish. Hey, there's always a bigger fish. In the words of a wise Jedi master, M-O-R-T, M-O-R-B, M-O-L-T... Mind Mill, Mistville, Mana, Marshall. Fish taste good when they contain lots of money. Money. C-M-C-H-A. Lightning Greaves. That's what I did. Did you get it? Like, did they actually sell it to you, or were they just trolling you and then just like left you blue balled? Because that'd have been rude. Proud to be a shrimp. Better believe it. Infernal. Five, 2. You think it's good to buy bulk at 3 cents? I try not to go over 1 to 1.5 cents unless it's like, you know, reverse hollows or stuff. It's not ideal right now, but I mean, let's be real. Even at 3 cents a card, you can figure out a way to make money. I do wonder if once the sifters and stuff come out, if that's going to make things, you know, bulk market go up. To where that might be the standard is paying 2 cents, 3 cents. But, yeah. But ultimately, if you were comfortable paying it and you can make money on it, then It's just, you know, you want to leave yourself as much room as possible to be able to, you know, make a profit. That's the biggest deal. Food, element O, PQR, 14, 15, 28. Yo, what's up, Kumasama? Thank you for the, is that Twitch? For the bits? What's up? Thank you. Oh, Jules. YouTube? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the first time I've gotten any, whatever those are called. You're the greatest. Thank you very much. But yeah, you're not going to go wrong with 3 cents, but obviously it just kind of doesn't leave you, you know, it leaves you less room. But if you buy a card for 3 cents, sell it for 20, and then after fees, you're making a dime or whatever, or on eBay more, like, yeah. Fields, flickering, fracture. Forum? Fell. Struggling to correctly track costs of goods sold on tons of singles. Only thing I found. I wouldn't. Are you tracking every single single? Because that's miserable. You should honestly, if that's what you're doing, don't do that. Just what you sold at the end of the day and what you spent at the end of the day, and then that's it. Because you're going to drive yourself absolutely mad if you continue to do that and you get bigger and bigger. That is not a good time at all. If anybody else thinks differently, please voice your opinion, but that does not sound like a good way to be doing things. Have you decided yet on getting the new Roka? I bit the bullet and grabbed one. I had it in my cart for like 2 weeks and then I took it out. The main reason is I'm probably still going to get it, but it's promising a lot. I want to see it work. I want to see it do all the things it does. And until they upgrade Scan and Identify for Pokemon, it's like worthless to me for Pokemon, because that program is miserable for identifying Pokemon. I just started using Card Uploader, and I will not start. I will not use anything else for Pokemon. I'm doing like through Card Uploader, making a TCG player CSV, and then uploading it, because the accuracy on Card Uploader is so good, even with all the different variations of Pokemon cards. It's insane. I have to change very few things. And if I put 1,800 cards in a whatchamacallit, in a sifter, and they all come up the wrong thing, I'm gonna be pissed. Mainly for arts and above. Got it. I don't know, man. I would probably still just say green, red. I sold $100. I spent 40. Bam. Because unless you're using like that kind of software, I guess there's a way to do it, but I don't know. Unless you're doing an absolutely crazy amount, it just seems like not worth the time or effort to be worrying about it. But that's just me. I'm definitely nowhere near doing that, so I haven't really given it much thought, so I'm sorry if that doesn't help you at all, but deep, dark, deadly. Made 2 cents in an eBay order today. Let's go! 2 cents. Retro Mike. Accepted an offer as a test to see how low I could go. How low did you go to get 2 cents? Goat Viewer 23. What is up, my friend? What's going on, dude? Yeah, the Great Red Dragon was here. I guess his stuff got hacked, which is miserable. That really sucks. Contract. That was the wrong chat. What's up, dude? Well, thank you for coming into the wrong chat. I know Goat Viewer, so it's okay, but IRL. So thank you for accidentally coming into my stream. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel all warm inside. B. What artist? Beast. Oop. Yeah, I don't know why I'm here. I'm glad you are. Do you guys with eBay, do you have it set to where your listings never expire when they're at 0? Because that's one thing I think I was going to do, and I wasn't sure if anyone does that or what your opinion on that would be. Card uploader is a game changer. Dude, I was very pessimistic, even knowing, you know, friends and other creators, that stuff that use it, and holy crap. Not to dump on the other platform, because it's got its own perks and stuff, but just in accuracy alone, it makes me wonder why someone would want to pay double or triple for the same service. If I'm being, you know, if I'm being honest. N L, nope, D L R. Arcane Signet, Arcane Denial, Arcane Lighthouse. Got some real spicy mons in today, though. Is it from the the drug addict? If you're still at the store, you need to send me pics. I want to see. Illusion, copy, rogue, copy, rogue, illusion, treasure. Seven, one. Spirit, 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 treasure. Damn it. I have my auto renew, but just remember each renewal is an insertion consumption. That's fine. I have the 10,000 with the 27.95 store right now. And if once I get to like a few, like 6,000 or 7,000, that's when I'll pull the trigger on the bigger store, so that won't be a problem. No, Methy and Mistopheles didn't want to sell their mons after all. I'm at the store. That stinks. With card uploaders still doing set alpha sort or chaos now? I will still be doing set and alpha sort. Obviously, my eBay experience is very not as many as others, but I take I believe very much what people say when they say that duplicate listings tank the potential. So that's another reason why starting over is going to be good for me, because I can sort 20 cards, get them in the proper bin for condition and set, and it'll be really easy to, you know, it'll be a little slower moving at first, granted, but to get it set up right and properly, that's the goal. That's what I want. Alright. Commons, uncommons. Now we got the rares and mythics. K, S, H, C. Was it a good day at the store, Josh? Hopefully killing it over there today. C, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Land tax? When's the last time they reprinted land tax? Doomwig, Giant. Oh, Eidolon. Wow, I butchered that entire side of the alphabet. Took it a bunch. One of them was some Gengar that was $900. Was it the new one? Because that's awesome. I can't complain. Solid sales, wild trades though. I can only imagine. B E I S T C D E F I S T W S E F C. Oh my gosh. ID. Secrets Commander? Yeah. Secrets Commander. I got two displays when it launched, and then I got behind, and so I didn't want to sell them right away. I wanted to wait for a few weeks and wait for like things to like stop being tanky. I'm gonna upload what I can into Staged for TCG Player, and then leave it sitting there until stuff goes live, more than likely. Yes. I don't know. I'm too lazy to walk up front and look. I'll check the singles website. Gengar VMAX. Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Would you? I did manage to snag a collector box at like 300. I was thinking about opening it for the channel. Is that something that you guys would open or probably hold? Because I don't know if it's. I don't think there's really a lot worth opening for. But I'd be curious. Briarwood Holdings. Ayo! Yeah, what's up, Briarwood? What's going on, man? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you come by. I did the same thing I'm telling you now. I've only sold 2 total cards out of all 5. For what? For the collector boxes? Open content? Yeah, you're probably right. It's not like it's a Lord of the Rings box or something, so probably should. Delicious, delicious content. I'm not gonna lie, dude. My brain still does not operate like a content creator. I know I need to change that, but it just feels weird. Sulfur, RM. Open a sheet. Okay, I guess we'll do it. Sold. Yeah, I guess we could just play the lottery. Who knows? What's the biggest pull in those? Those like Japanese etched foil things? Maybe we'll open it on stream. For the Magic decks, I opened all 5 and listed them all. Only 2 cards were sold so far in 3 weeks now. Ew, really? That's a bummer. I'm sure that'll change soon. All you need to take off as a content creator is just wearing a goofy hat every stream. See if anybody notices, kind of thing. Or even like do multiple cuts in the same video and each cut wear a different hat. Who was the guy? Oh man, what was his name? It was like late 2000s, early 2010s. Washington Redskins running back. Every time he would do a locker room interview, he would always be dressed up as someone and have a goofy name. Like that. C, E, F, S, T, V. Open it now. What time is it? We might do that. That sounds like fun. And then I'm gonna just chop this live up and then make it into a video. That seems like a good idea. I can't be flamed for not knowing what I'm looking at, because I know, you know, some of the hits from this set, but I don't know them all. Open it up. What up, yo, Blue Nova? Just remember sex sells. All right. Yes, no in chat. Do we open up the collector box now? I think we already know the answer, but yeah. So I got used to getting a one card only in my orders on Teach the Bear. Then I got 2 cards and didn't realize sent only one to the customer. I got a message this morning. Yeah, dude, I think I've done that a billion times. It's okay though. It happens. Most people, when you say oops, every now and then I'll throw in like a foil energy or land or something, and like that makes the whole world better. All right. We're pausing the singles. All right, we're pausing it. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right. I'll be right back. If I don't get anything good out of this, I'm blaming all of you. I'm blaming all of you. All right. You're getting bamboozled? I might be getting bamboozled, but you know what? I'm the bronze god, baby. Let's do this. All right, we're gonna zoom this in. I gotta get my sorting tray out. We're gonna have some fun. I haven't been live for like 4 days. Where the hell is my sorting tray? Or my mat. Oh, there it is. Whoop. All right. All right, give me 1 second to adjust this, and we'll get it going. Put those there. All right. Zoomy, zoomy. When sorting, do you mix your hollows and reverses with the regular cards? When I'm sorting, I separate them out. So I'll do alpha set, I'll do alpha sort, and then when I'm inner alpha sorting, that's when I'll separate the reverses and hollows. Yo, Ron, what's up? I'll be ghosting in the background while I clean my desk area. Got my Rico. What's up, T-Tar? Everyone say hi to T-Tar. Everyone say up to T-Tar. He's the greatest. It's definitely worth the upgrade. This is addict behavior? Brother, you had addict behavior in your store this whole time. What's your process on taking that bulk deal? I took it. We're selling it all either Thursday or Saturday next week. All right. No, wait. What did I say? We're just going to zoom. We should be able to zoom this and it not be too bad. Oh my God. Card cam. Boom. Configure video. Alrighty, guys. I want your honest opinion. How much money do you think we're gonna lose opening this thing? All right. This will be good for now. It'll be a little janky for the video, but actually, you know what? Let's see if we can lower one. Let's just load this one. That shouldn't be in the camera view too bad. I think. There we go. Scoot this beach over. All right. Lose 180? Yes. 90%? 90% loss for sure? Probably. Gain 50%? I like to hear it. I hope so. All right. First time I'm getting to say this. Everybody, hello, YouTube. All right. We're in the middle of sorting cards, and everybody in my chat decided to goad me into opening this collector box, which I know is probably going to be miserable. I shouldn't do it, but here we are. We got a Strixhaven collector box that is definitely not a smart thing to do, but I was able to buy it for $300, so let's go. Outside the 12, like the, not the avatars, like besides the Emeritus, and the Emerituses and like some of the other stuff, I have no clue what's good, so I'll be relying on the chat. If you want to hang out for future openings or whatever, 8 to 10 p.m. most days. We're sorting bulk, and every now and then we might do mad stuff like this. All right, pack number 1. I can't believe you guys just talked me into this. I cannot believe it. All right. We got Wild Hypothesis, Ulna Alley Shopkeep, Fractal Mascot. I gotta tell you, Goat Games coming in clutch with the amazing Data Boys. Johnny's Response, Root Manipulation. I forget. There we go. So we got a, I don't know what that is, but that looks cool. This is Magic, not Pokemon. You could get a higher chance of earning money on ripping. You're right, but that's like 2% to like 3%. Pick your poison. Foil Island. I know that's not good. Magma Blood Archaic. A Borderless Corrosive Impetus. Looks bad. Whoop. I don't know what that is. I'll find out when I put the price on the screen. Hollow Stirring Hop Singer, that might be good. And then an R card. So, first pack. Without knowing anything about most of the cards in this set, I would say that was hosiery at its finest. Pack 2. This one doesn't want to open. This is a good one. Briar, I'm just joking, man. They know it's all in good fun. I was probably gonna open it anyway, so we're good. All right. Landscape Painter, Embrace the Paradox, Rubble Rouser, Paradox Surveyor, Quillblade Laureate, Old Growth Educator, and then whatever this thing is, Burst Lightning, not special guest, whatever that's called. Anybody know what that is? Is that the Resurrect spell? Showcase Scrolls. That looks pretty cool. Showcase Scrolls. Swamp. Echo Casting Symposium. Foil Mythic Rare. Boom. Lorehold Archivist. Borderless Grave Researcher. That's probably a couple bucks. Fracture. That card looks sick. And foil Borderless Emeritus of Ideation. That's gotta be, that's what Zombify. I couldn't think of it. That's probably a good little penny right there. And a token. That's probably 30, 40 bucks, maybe more. Not bad. Not bad at all. pack 3. It could be more. It could be more. Like I said, I'm not very versed on the prices here, so we'll take it. That is a nice one. Would you say the blue one's probably the better of all 5? Blue, black, blue, red. I don't know. Blue's always good. All right. Banishing Betrayal. Wilt in the Heat. Landscape Painter. Dig Site Inventory. Silver Quill Charm. Zamone's Experiment. Prismari Charm. Spell Pierce Showcase Scroll. Okay, okay. Hop to it. Foil Forest. Post-Mortem Professor. Nev, the Practical Dean. Informed Inkwright. Culling the Weak. Dude, they did a really good job with these showcase cards this time around. They really did. Sky Coach Conductor. Foil Borderless Rare. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Pack number 4. 1/3 of the way down. Let's see what we got. You're doing great. I know. All right. Zealous Lorecaster. Wild Hypothesis. Rancorous Archaic. Ulna Alley Shopkeep. 3 packs in. Already getting some duplicate hollows and ooh, what is that? Something that searches for lands? I don't know. Or flings dudes. It can't be fling, obviously, because it's green. Ooh, foil borderless disdainful stroke. I'm not a big blue mage, but I do like a disdainful stroke. Foil Full Art Island. And for the rares and mythics, yo! That's good. I know he got some a little bump up with some playability. Professor Delian Fell and his buddy Turbulent Fen. I don't know how's the land cycle in this set. I don't know. Suppressed Aggression. Suppressed Aggression. Brotherhood's End. Foil Borderless Rare. Not bad. Moscovane's New Dean. Foil Borderless Rare. And a token. On to... where are we? 4? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... No, 5? Oh my gosh. The Prophet's 20? I'll take it. All right. We got some room to make up here. But we can do it. Tenured Concoctor. Forum of Amity. Orisa, Tide Choreographer. Transcendent Archaic. I love the way the... yeah, that looks dope. Abrade. Ooh, I don't know what that is. But it looks dope. 2 red. We'll just set that guy down there. Cauldron of Essence. Furry Gale Flocking. Improvisation Capstone. Ooh, Ad Nauseam. And a borderless foil Sundown Pass. Ad Nauseam, that looks cool. I wish I knew what these Japanese cards were. I don't know what that is. Someone's gonna have to look it up and let me know, but that looks dope. And if it was a card that's really expensive, oh my god! No, I'm sure it's not. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks sweet though. Those things look sweet. I had a buddy come over and open a couple of these, and he had some. He was able to open a banger or two. Boink. All right. Masterful Flourish. Textbook Tabulator. Rehearsal Debater. Unsubtle Mockery. Arcane Monuments. Startled Relic Sloth. Brush Off. Non-Hollow Burst Lightning. Zombify. Showcase Scrolls Foil. All right. Here come the big boys. Traumatic Critique. Ouch. Borderless Turbulent Springs. Borderless, probably garbage. And Animate Dead. And a foil, probably garbage. That's got to be Animate Dead, right? Or is that a tutor? No, Collective Brutality. That's got to be... it looks like there's 3 different options. That's got to be Collective Brutality. That looks sick. Oh, let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is Collective Brutality. Not bad. Next up, we got... All right, we're officially at the halfway point. Embrace the Paradox. Send in the Pests, Rebel Rouser, Rehearsed Debater, Practice Scrollsmith, Muse Seeker, Ink Shape Demonstrator. Is that Erode? That's not Erode. It's isn't that like a phasing thing? God, I wish I knew what these Japanese cards were. They did. The art is sick. And a foil borderless Hop to it. I know that's not Erode, but it's got to be something. All right, Island. Apply Geometry. Brass Infoscope. That looks like a hot pile. Tragedy Feaster. Foil, not foil, non-foil borderless rare. Angel's Grace. And a Cody Vociferous Codex, which does not seem like it tickles the fancy. Yikers. Who picked -2? Who picked -$200? That seems more like it. We'll find out. When I edit this, we'll find out how we did. We're probably gonna do not good, but it'll be fun. Snooping Page, Pigment Wrangler, the Black Lotus right here. That. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the what we just did. The tempt with whatever. Oh boy. And the foil rare. Hollow Pensive Professor. Borderless rare Naktamun Lore Spinner. Skycoach Conductor. Borderless rare. Veil of Summer. Hollow rare Showcase Scrolls. Let's get something heated. We'll take that. Foil borderless Professor Delian Fell. If the regular one's 20, that's probably a little more, I would imagine, I would assume. In the pile it goes. Gotta step up my magic game going forward. All right. Next, we got Rancorous Archaic, Eager Glyph Mage, Oracle's Restoration, Cheerful, something or another, Harsh Annotation, Charging Strife Knight, Aaron Deathbloom Botanist, Return the Favor. That's what that other card was, probably, is Return the Favor. And Bitter Triumph. That thing looks sick. Why isn't this a flip or rip it box? Because that would be insane. You definitely profit on this box? Sweet. I wish I knew more. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Color Storm Stallion. Iganjo Distorian. She doesn't seem like she's worth hanging around with. Deflecting Palm? I think that's Deflecting Palm. And a foil borderless Wasteland Scavenger. Yeah, it's been a fun box so far. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing a big old Cyclonic Rift get up this bitch, but we'll see. All right. 3 packs left. This is number 3. Deluge Virtuoso. Terrafractal. When that card first came out, I really liked it, and people always crapped on it back when it first came out, but I love that card. Catches people off guard a lot. Rabbit Attack. Topiary Lecturer. Giant Growth. And a Shared Roots. Not bad. Foil Shared Roots. Got the land. Let's get something nasty. Mine didn't matter. Hollow Rare. Killian Decisive Mentor. Planner Engineering. Foil Borderless Ad Nauseum. Showcase Scrolls. That's got to be not that bad. And a Foil Joined Researchers. Ad Nauseum. That's got to be a spicy meatball right there. God, that thing looks so good. That is some sick art. We're going to look that one up afterwards. I got to know on that one. All right. Second to last pack. Have we capped ourselves at what we're able to do here? Graduation Day. Additive Evolution. Eternal Student. Disdainful Stroke. The paintbrush. Beautiful. Ponder? Preordain? It's probably one of the two. Foil Mountain. Hollow Rare Splatter Technique. Ribtrus Roaster. Great Hall, the Bibliopex. Berserk. That's got to be dope. All them old poison decks in Legacy. Oh, is that Bring to Light? Oh, that looks sick. I think I actually got there. Is that Bring to Light? The 7 mana, the draw 7? That Berserk looks sick. And the elemental token. Sleight of Hand. That's it. I don't know, guys. I think we got there. We may not... Even if we profit a tiny bit, that's fine. Even if we break even, that's fine. Well, not fine, but... The uncommon Japanese and... Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. I thought so. All right. Last pack magic. Let's get some hype up in the chat for the last pack magic. There's 12. That's not a million. Get out of here. Honor-bound page. Spellbook. Seeker. Terramorphic Expanse. Fields of Strife. Sky Coach Waypoint. Tester of the something or another. Stock Up. That's a nice one. Foil Borderless Abrade. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. We got to get the arm wound up here. Got to flex the fingers. Let's end this with a bang. All right. Why am I going over the mic? Foil Emeritus of Conflict. That's not a bad one. I should not be doing that. Defacing Dusk Mage. Another Emeritus. 2 Emeritus one pack. This one borderless. Take it. Shieldred's Edict. It's a foil. Witherbloom the Balancer. Borderless foil rare. I'm sure it's worth a decent amount. These dragons have been going on. They're, you know, the base versions are like $7-10, so this is probably a good little chunk change. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Next time we do this, I'll be a little more knowing what I'm opening, but I got peer pressure to open this on stream. Dang it. Anyway, if you guys like that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all the stuff, and come around for the next one. We usually go live 8 to 10 almost every night. Come hang out. Appreciate you very much. Have a good one. Peace. That was just for the video. The Witherbloom was a pricey card. Witherbloom, the banger. I already know that if anybody watches the video I'm going to make out of this, they're going to be like, dude doesn't know nothing about Magic. Do you even know anything about Magic, bro? All you do is just like Pokemon and stuff. Witherbloom borderless? $50. On eBay, probably listed for what, like 60 or something? Oh, I thought you were leaving LOL. I'm not leaving. We had a bunch of bad decisions to make, but it ended up being a good decision. Thanks for the peer pressure, folks. You're the best. Now, we stick this somewhere that is an irresponsible place to be. Like right there. We'll put the expensive card under the non-expensive card. That was fun. Wasn't expecting to do that. But we done did good, kid. Let's get this thing back up to place. Finish sorting these rares. Yeah, that went a lot better than I expected. Indeed. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I did a lot. Yeah, opening packs is definitely a like they said, and I know it, but like with Magic, it's way easier to come up even or ahead than it is in Pokemon, but no, zoom out. There we go. Okay. Oops. Glad you got some last pack Magic with a Witherbloom. I am too. There were definitely some. There were a solid amount of, you know, $10 to $20, $30 cards. So it'll take a little bit to edit, but I'm sure we'll get there value wise. Oh, Sleepy, while you're here, your thing is in a box sitting right next to me. I will have your tracking tonight, finally. So thanks again for hanging in on that. All right. Let's get back to sorting this out. Okay, so that was a thing. Oh, random pack wrapper. Not playing, definitely dulls the senses to stuff. But I also haven't really paid a lot of attention to a lot of spoilers or prices for a while now, so. But we'll change that. We'll get back into a string of things. V. So I was thinking about it. I think when I do all the commons and uncommons in card uploader, I'll just take out the $3 and up cards, and then or $2 and up or $1 up, and as I slowly sort through it, and then everything else just goes on direct. I think that's what we're doing. I think we finally got there. O, F, B, F, J, M, P. Now we're both starting the same thing, LOL. That's what I like to hear. Were you doing commander decks? I know you said, I don't remember what you said you actually opened. I think you said you opened commander decks. I just don't remember if you actually sorted them all. Sorry, I remember talking about it, and talking a lot is definitely something I have to get used to doing and remembering. History Chaser. E. A. C. L. A. V. F. R. S. N. T. M. S. W. F. A. C. Get back up there. GD. RS. Tragic Arrogance. Tragic Arrogance is probably one of my favorite lore cards. Definitely a good one. Hofree. V. C. E. F. G. T, E, L, C, E, F, R, S, T, M. Tragic Arrogance was Theros. No, Tragic Arrogance was Magic Origins. Tragic Arrogance was Origins, because that was like the origin story of all the 5 original Planeswalkers. So like Gideon's was like, he like trudged in with all of his buddies, and then he was arrogant in the way he did it, and he got all of his friends killed fighting Erebos, and then them all dying, and him in the moment realizing what he did. That's what like lit a spark. Guys, I'm new here. How is the sorting determined here? Trying to learn. Pretty much in any game, I set sort, and then I set sort, then I alpha sort within the set, and then I alpha set again. Pretty much. Do that with Magic. Do that with Pokemon. All the different types go, so I put all the commons, the uncommons, the borderless whatevers, foils, borderless foils, rares, borderless rares. They're all their own little category. B, C, B, C, B, Q. Yeah. Yeah. Jace's was pretty cool too. It's like the whole time he was learning by learning whatever from the Sphinx in that era. Like he was like totally taking advantage of him, and then Jace found out, and then like basically made him like a prisoner in his own mind. Did you guys ever read the no problem, dude? Like I used to read like the really old like the novels from like Exodus, Tempest, Urza's Block, all those things. Those stories were fantastic. Those stories were great. BSY. Those were really good. T U C D P S Z A F G H L M N O P Q R S S A B. Is that rare? That's rare. Can we finish this without having to make a second stack of S's? That's the true... That's the true... I don't know. K L M N N Y S B T C I P B U F C D P. I gotta go, but I'm interested to hear how you came out. My guess is $120. Yeah, I'll let you know. Thanks later. Thanks for the extra content later, bro. Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, Cooler. Hope you have a good night. You'll have to tell me the next time you're in. I'll ask you next time. I'll remember. Hope you have a good one. We're probably going to be on tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure on the weekends we're going to do some gaming. Just take it down for, you know, something a little different on the weekend. Just kind of get our mind off the business. Just chill and do some other stuff. A E F H O S A S T V Y. All right. Alright, now we gotta get this stuff in order. I see why it takes you so long to post cards now. Yeah. Yep, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Briarwood. Like, the first... I don't know. Like I said in an older video, I quit drinking a year ago. So the first year that I did this, I, you know, didn't do my time correctly because I was doing other stuff. So the backlog is way more because I didn't put as much time into this as I should have. But sorting it definitely is the bottleneck. But between scan and identify and the now that I'm using card uploader, it's gonna get sped up. We'll be doing bigger and better things. I don't know. And maybe, you know, maybe give me some other information. Yeah. You need to separate YouTube with your TCG biz. What do you mean? Like the money stuff? I mean, they're not tied together right now, but I don't plan on mixing the two. I apologize. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I'm assuming that's what you mean. You have a Maya Bloom, you have a Maya Coast, YAH. But yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't like sorting, obviously, but things could be definitely... We'll figure out other methods of doing things down the road one day, and this, that, the other. 2. How do I... Oh, there we go. Boom. War. White. I don't know. I look at sorting like this because I don't plan on doing any kind of... I don't plan on doing... When you own a biz, there's no more sleeping ever. You're right, man. I've been trying to embrace that wholeheartedly. I really have. Usually I try to get my 8 to 7.5 hours, but I've been getting to that, like, that 6.5, maybe 7. Because I wonder if you're the same, but with me, now that I've been doing this for long enough, like when I go to sleep or try to go to bed and get 8 to 7.5 hours, I'm thinking about the things that I could have been doing, which may not be healthy, but I think about that all the time now. Sleeping's for when you're dead. Kind of. Set sorting is the reason I don't do TCG Player, to be honest. Does not make the brain happy. My ADHD loves chaos, so chaos sort is LOL everything all over, but has a home. By separating, I mean don't work when you work like Phantom, he's the same way. Gotcha. I mean it's a valid opinion. I think I feel the need to do so because of how little time I have to actually work on stuff outside of my job, if I'm being honest. But, you know, I think that's kind of why I want to start doing gaming streams on the weekend, and like I try to save my sorting only for stream. I don't know. I think if I didn't feel like my back was up against the wall to get things going faster, I would probably agree with you more. But it's like the faster I can get things going, the faster I don't have to be at my job anymore, and that's like the number one thing on my list of things to do. So it's like if what I'm doing is not forwarding that at all, then I typically just don't do it. Get 2 to 3 maybe. Starts the mix. Got it. Yeah, that's not bad. Solid advice. Temple. The Goose Mother. Wasn't that expensive at some point back when it was in heyday? Yeah, I don't have my YouTube stuff tied to anything else. I have its own little account. It goes into the grocery store I work for in the South, has really good stock, so I've been thinking about just taking whatever I mean, I don't make a lot, but taking whatever I make and just buying stock for that with it. It seems like as good of a thing as anything else to do. So many teas. Treasure garden. Turbulent Springs. Temple of Destiny. Temple. Winds of Wrath. I knew I only had one. I knew there should have been 2. W I N. There we go. Temple of Silence, Mystery, Epiphany, Triumph. Where's the other one? Temple of Malady, Turbulent Step, Wilderness, Springs, Moor, Fen, T-U-R, T-A-T-E-T-H, Temple, T-O-X, T-O-C, T-O-M. I'm sorting Magic as we speak and one order away from 51 orders. Holy hell, dude. That's what's up. All on eBay? Like where are they at? Twin Flame. Tragic Arrogance. That's not in the right order. Temples. Damn, Toxic Deluge is a rare in Commander sets. Who would have thought? Stroke of Genius, man, that's gone down a long way. That thing used to be, I don't know if the Urza Saga variant is still like super expensive, but that thing used to be up there. Surge, Self-Performance, Surge, Scorched. Shivan Reef. Got 1,500 Magic bulk lot with a trillion of one set and 1 to 5 cards of other sets. What a pain in it. Yes. Nah, TCG, bro. I'm entering this space as a greenhorn. I don't. Hey, we all start somewhere, man. If you're getting 51 orders, dude, that's a solid amount. That is a solid amount. Scriv. Sarah Paragon. Skyclave. Resilience. Shiver. SRAM. There it is. There's that. Shiver Reef. Chandrix, Starfield Mystic, boom, boom, boom. There we go. It's fun, man. It's fun. How long total have you been at it? I mean, you say a greenhorn. I know what that means, but like, how green? Silver Quill, Starfield. Scleef. Sky. Press A, S, B, S, C, D, E, E. Selfless Sarah. H. Shivan, S-H-I-V. Silk guard. Smothering. Smother. Sodden. Solemn. Steel. Sun. Spirit. Striding. Stroke. Staff. S-T-E-N. S-U-L. S-U-N. Scorched. S-U-R. I think that's right. S-C-R-I-L-C-L-F. S-C-R-S-E-S-H-A-S-H-I-D. Shivan. Silk. Sky. Smother. Sodden. Solemn. Looks good. Used to be a landscaper. I have a lot of people in my family that are landscapers, and I respect the heck out of that because that is some hard work. It's hard. I'm not exactly a manual labor kind of person. But, yeah. Restless Spire. But yeah, it's I actually have I think a cousin that owns his own. Did you own your own business? Or did you just work for a landscaping company? M-R-E-D-E-R-I redoubled Storm Singer. Riono. Restless Spire. R-I-B. Replication. Rousing. R-O-O. Rugged. That's a hard enough job as it is, but to even own your own business too at the same time, assuming you did, that's a whole nother level. I already know. P-S. That's good enough to me. Pest infestation. Pest rescuer infestation. P-E-A-R. Prismary command. Prismary P-R-I-M-A-O. P-R-I primordial. Promise. Priest. Pull. Perplexing pest. Primordial. Prismari. P-R-I-M-O. P-R-I-S-M. Yes, I used to own, then stopped and jumped on the TCG bandwagon. Like, what the F am I doing? Yeah. Yep. It's definitely hard to kind of differentiate yourself in a very ever growing crowd. But if you're in it to win it, man, you can do it. You can definitely do it. VWORSFOZOMPQROPH. Nihilus, Knack, no. Do you ever miss it? Probably not, because it was probably hot as hell, but if you did it for a long time, I'd imagine you have to miss it a little bit. Just a little bit. An A, an E, C, an E, T, an E, V, an E, X, an I, L. Mana Bloom. Monologue tax. Monologue tax. Isn't that like another card? M-A-N-G, M-A-N-A, M-A-N-A, yep. M-A-Z, M-A-G, M-E-R, M-I, M-O, O, Mu, M-Y. No, Magic's great. Mason, welcome. Welcome, dude. I loved that video you did. I loved it. It did a lot for me, man. Welcome on in, dude. Everybody who's here, welcome, Mason. Mason, I have a very important question for you, and you can feel free to say no. A, I'm going to email you about my podcast, so if you want to be on there, I'd love to have you. I have not made it a secret that bulking up was one of my favorite things you ever did. And I'm getting ready to blow up my store. Make a quick 10 grand on some bulk that I've been holding for a long time. And I'm going to be building up a second account from scratch. Since you stopped the series, are you okay if I use bulking up as the title of my series? Because I love that. I love it. This is the gravy. This is Commander decks. So this is the gravy. And then once we're done with the gravy, then the icing will go on direct, as you have said. Now, obviously it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to start building up direct, but once I get this big bulk deal done, then I'm gonna be able to start doing some regular mass openings and treat direct as it should, as my bulk daddy has commanded. Absolutely, we can share it. Thank you. You just started up. Maybe I'll call it something a little different. But, yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to start from zero again on that side of the things, at least. And, yeah. How's the shop been, my friend? How's everything been going in owning an LGC land? I'm not gonna lie, I worried about that so much. I was like, this guy's gonna think I'm a giant rip-off, this, that, the other, blah, 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 but yeah. It is the esteemed gentleman from Cardinal Gaming, the one, the only, Mason Berry. I don't have a soundboard, or else I'd play some kind of applause music. No, but honestly, like, very busy. 80 plus from Magic between two stores. That, God. When I say I can't wait, I know there's part of you that's like, brother, never do it, but like, I can't wait. One of my favorite memories from when I was like 18 to 24. It wasn't a big store, but it was a popular store. And Friday Night Magic was like a club almost. It was like 100 plus people, 60 people doing a draft. You had this like anime couch in the back where all the anime nerds hung out on this big old sofa and one of those giant old plasma TVs. And the owner was like super cool, and we'd stay up till like 11, 12, 1 o'clock. And it's like, I'm sure like that kind of thing is less and less nowadays, but that is like the type of thing I want to have because of my experience and how much fun I had doing it when done properly. Or I shouldn't say properly, but in that kind of vein. God, 80 plus. Goat viewer. Shut up, goat viewer. You know it's true, man. You love those days too. And then I have midnight pre-release for Chaos Rising tonight until probably 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I don't miss staying up that late sometimes, but I do miss the pre-releases for anything. Magic, anything. Those were fun. How many what's the chase? The Grey Ninja? How many Grey Ninjas do you think you're gonna get traded into you tonight? I'd guess you could probably have, I would say you're gonna have at least a handful opened. I don't think it's a big set. But it also depends on how many people you have in the pre-release. Boom. I. BDN X Show Bobs? No, that's a different channel. Heck, I don't know. Yeah. Is tonight the only night you're doing it, or do you have enough do you have enough kits to be able to do it Friday, Saturday, like tonight and tomorrow night? 150 for Pokemon pre-release over the next few days. That's all the kits I have. That's crazy. Man, can you like, do you feel like the day that comes when they start doing like Magic and they have date stamped holo cards in their pre-release packs or some kind of thing like that? They're probably going to wait until things crash, if they ever crash again someday, but like, it just feels like there's so many things that other games have tapped into that Pokemon hasn't, and that the minute they do, it's just going to go absolutely ham bananas. Chris, man, thanks for stopping by, dude. It's good seeing you. It's good to see you. I probably should have changed this playlist like an hour ago, but here we are. Gift of Immortality. We likey, we likey. F. Gold Span Dragon. Didn't know that was in these. That's cool. GIF, GIL, GIU. Mason's probably like, look at this pleb hand sorting. I bet you don't miss these days, buddy, do ya? Maybe you do. I'm sure there's moments where you're like, I wish... I miss when it was simpler times, when I didn't have $30,000 of overhead or whatever you have. I'm sure it's a lot. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine, and I also can't wait. GOR. Well, definitely hope it's a smooth night for you. Hope there's lots of solid... I still hand sort a lot for Pokemon. Yeah. Have you, like, honestly, I don't know how practical it is for your business or what you do. Have you ever used Card Uploader? Because I have found 85K a month overhead. Holy crap. Wow. I'm going to do a video on it at some point. I have had a lot of luck. I have had a lot of good, it may be too slow for you. The accuracy in which card uploader is with Pokemon reverses and hollows, it can still be sketchy, but for Pokemon, it is way better than Scan and Identify, and I've been very impressed with how little I mean, there's still things you have to change, but I've been very impressed with the infrequency I now have to do so. I scanned to test. What did I do? I did. Actually, they're right here. I have these two stacks here are all evolutions from Prismatic and 151. And just for science, I mixed them all up. There was about 50-50 each. And it got like 99% of them right, which was amazing. Magic up next after Pokemon Crash. One can only hope. Do you like Sort Swift or Card Uploader better? I have yet to try Sort Swift. I just did Card Uploader because most of the people I watch use it. Or is that more like a sports stuff? Shiny Hunts! Welcome, dude. Welcome in. FAB, 2 stacks of Fable, FAB, FAE, FAT, FET, FIN, FIR, FORG, FORU, flooded. They're both good. Sort Swift is an LGS answer. Okay. I guess that makes sense. The little bit I know about it, now that you say that, that does make sense. Yeah, man. For $10 a month too, it's like so hard to. I'm kicking myself for waiting as long as I did to start using it. In all honesty. F. We are almost at the end of all of this. Finally. Elusive Otter. It wouldn't be Commander Decks without 30 copies of Exotic Orchard. Eidolon of Countless Battles. Clips. This, that. EXC, EXP, EXO. ER. EN, EM, ELU, D, E, EI, ECL. How's your commander scene there? Do you have like do you do like a league or anything? I hope the Rogue Sifter is a silver bullet for Pokemon. Hopefully it's better. Did you, man, this is probably a question I should save for whenever I get you on my show. Did they talk about, like upgrading Scan and Identify? Because if they're using the same Scan and Identify software for the Sifter, I can't imagine that the accuracy is going to be any different. Also, why can't they just do what the big boy Roka does and have like the ability to hone in on a set? Like Identify, but only from Twilight Masquerade. Like I feel that. Oh, Pokemon's just a disaster with that stuff. The one time I tried to do reverse hollows with Scan and Identify, I scanned in 800 cards, and 600 of them were unidentifiable. And then I, for science, just changed my brightness settings, all these different settings, and it was like, it did no difference. It was insane. D A B C D E F S T. Defacing. D E E. D I G D I N D I R O. Not sure how much I can say, but yeah, scan and ID is getting a major overhaul. I understand, and I'm glad to hear that. I'll put it that way, because when it first came out, it's like, we appreciate what you did, but also it's like when people release video games and they're like not finished. It's like there's so many things that are so behind the ball. I don't want to say behind the ball because that sounds rude. There's so many other platforms that are so far ahead of, you know, payment schedules and technology and this, that, the other, to bump up the percentage by half a percentage point and then like not give anything for it. It's weird. I'm sure you notice it way more than I do, but uh-oh. Coastal Peak. Caves of Koilos. You got me back into the space after 25 years away, about 20k bulk, One Piece, and Pokemon first week. Darn you. Sucks to be you, Hack of the Moon. No, man, that's good to hear, brother. I appreciate the kind words, but, you know, when you're feeling it, you feel it. But like, just like I got you back in, our friend like Mason here at Cardinal, you know, a couple years ago, he got me back into collecting, and Rob from RNG Games. You never know when a video or a person or someone is going to come across and really kind of pique your interest into things. So I appreciate the kind words. Bro, Mason, every now and then, I want to say like every couple weeks, one of your old like card shop candids will pop up into my feed, and I'll just let it ride, baby. I love all that stuff. All those older videos are really good. I also now, I remember watching Rob a lot when he started, and he was always talking about, man, I wish I could make more videos. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Now it's like, I now know why even making a 7-minute video about something is like so hard. It's crazy. C-R-E-A-K. C-A-C-E-C-H-C-L. C-H-A-N. C-H-A-I. Claim casualties. I fight the good fight with Teach to Play every week or so. I'm trying to get them caught up. I appreciate it. You know? I think it's something that it's like, how do I want to put this? It's like the people, you know, this might be too much. The people that are at the top kind of paved the way for the people before them, and so on and so forth. So, you know, in 3 to 5 years, or hopefully sooner, and the time it takes me to kind of get things up and moving and have my own thing, the work you put in for me and people like me to then, you know, repay that forward for the people behind them. Because I know it's not, I'm sure having a channel and a stuff helps give you some influence on like talking to them. Good stuff make you go. I appreciate it. But I would wonder, and I don't know if this is something, I don't answer it if you can't. When you give them feedback, is it like receptive? Or is it like, oh, okay. That's okay. Because it sounds like they listen for the most part, but I'm sure they can only tell you so much, just like anything else. For those who come after, and the ones who come before. Currency. Uh-oh. Gosh darn it. Okay. They stayed in order. Thank gosh. Chaos, Claim, Clifftop, Coastal, Coercive, Combat, Commander, Conspiracy. I gotta change the delay on my stream. I keep forgetting to do that. I have my thing pulled up on a second screen, and it's like question I'll answer come up like ask will come up like 10 seconds later, and I keep forgetting to change that. Belladros Witherbloom. Blasphemous Act. Brazen Borrower. I do not like this Bloodghast art. I like the original way better. The people I talk to are very receptive. That's good to know. It just takes so long to get any really change moving. I'm just now seeing things I've talked with them come into action. Integrated shipping is a personal crusade for me, brother. I hear you there, man. Like, I know saying it can't be that hard is a crappy thing to say, but it's like, we're in 2026. I don't know the technology behind it, but I can't believe... Like, is it a framework of their code kind of thing? Like, what is... Yo, Skies, what up, man? Welcome on in. Welcome to the Internet is Back stream, where our internet actually works. What a dream. BLOSS. Brass, Brazen, Brutaclad, Barina. Perfect. I've been moving sealed product in Teachplayer with 15% markup from market and $5 shipping. Nice. How's it been going for you? It sounds like you should be doing kind of pretty solid. I've told them some ideas to make it work with eBay shipping. It's just hard. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I know. I'm probably overly whining on that. But like with the eBay thing, it's like, I don't know. I know just because eBay owns TCG Player doesn't mean all their stuff is integrated. But it's been a couple years. You'd think, I would think at least in my little pleb world, in my apartment and behind my desk, that it wouldn't take that long, but I don't know. It is a different entity. I mean, they're shipping thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cards as a fulfillment center, and eBay's not, so. I caused Phantasmal Flames booster box to go up $10 market price with my one sale. That's crazy how easy the market price for stuff can ebb and flow on that site. ANGE, ANGU, ANI, ALMN. Goodness. Advanced, Angel, Animist, ALM. Altered. Angel. Angelic. There's lots they can do, very similar to eBay. Why does eBay have authentication, but fees on TCG are more and doesn't have it? Yeah. I sold it for 75 over market. Holy shoot. Yeah, that's it's funny when you bring up little small things like that that are really just like no-brainers, but you don't think, like, I didn't think of that, but you're absolutely right. I don't know. Hopefully one day we'll just keep hoping. RCARCHON. Johnny. What are you doing? You're not in the right spot. Astral. Alchemist. Refuge. Armored. A Johnny. I sold the Black Bolt ETB also with the same percent markup, just using it all to go into my future store. I hope you get there, man. Not a hope. I know you will, but I just hope it's all worth the effort. Screaming into the void doesn't make me any more money, just waste my time. So I hope it is making a difference. I feel that so much, dude. Just in my real life job, it's like there's so many things that can be changed, and you just scream at people, and it takes so long. Like I said, it just takes so long for these people to notice it. And by the time they make the change, it's like too late. But you know, it's a thankless job being the town crier. I appreciate it. And hopefully one day I have some pull like you and we can join forces. Get that going. Oh, so yeah, I know you said you might be interested. If I email you at the email that you put in all your videos to reach out about possibly scheduling a time to do the show or podcast, is that something you'd still be potentially wanting to do? I actually have I have a pretty solid week. I have I've got Roar coming up this Sunday. Finally got Rob to come on, who like. There was Rob, and then there was you, Mason. So unfortunately, Rob got the first spot, but I finally got him to come on because I've been a Patreon of his for years, and it's been nice. No. I don't do it on Sunday. I record anytime, any day. I usually schedule it out like a week or two beforehand. So if anything, I'll when I email you, I'll give you all the dates and times that I either have off or have available. Like 2 weeks out, and then you can let me know what's good for you, and then eventually something will line up. But I don't do it. Yeah, I don't do it live. I record it like a week before. I try not to do it too far in advance, just in case like little fun new stuff comes. But I appreciate it because like I still feel weird asking people to do it who are like, you know, bigger than me in every way, because it feels like a ego grab, but it's not. I just talking to people idolize is a bit much, but seeing people, and I'm sure you had people when you started like this, but like just seeing people that you resonate with who are chill people that seem like they're cool do it, it just makes it easier to makes it easier to latch on to those people, and then you really start kind of rooting for them. And then finally, when I start doing this and I see like folks like you and other people come in here and hang out, it's like freaking wild, man. It's like I've been watching your stuff for like 4 years, and now you're in my chat just talking. That sounds really parasocial, but it's like, I don't know, but it'd be cool. It would definitely be cool. So we'll figure it out. But I think that's it for me tonight. I think Phantom is still on. Let me refresh the page over here, because if he is, I think we're gonna go host him. Yeah, he's on. You know what's funny is when people get like that on me and they're like, "Oh, you got me back into it," or whatever. I say the same thing. I'm like, I'm just an obese man that works at a pharmacy. I'm nobody. But still, it's just like, it's just weird. It's like you never know like who what the hell am I trying to say? You never know who makes you know what I'm saying. I can't say it. But you know. You never know when someone's gonna come across and say something and it's gonna mean a lot. Customization. We are going to redirect to Mr. Phantom. Alright. Appreciate you all hanging out. I'm glad we did okay on that box, that collector box, because that would have been a bummer. Yeah, man. I appreciate you very much. I really do. I look forward to talking, because that'll be a fun chat. That's gonna be it for tonight. We're gonna go raid Phantom. I got bulk to pack and stuff and whatnot, so let's get it all over to him, and then we're probably gonna play some Pokemon or something tomorrow. I said we're gonna try to do some gaming on the weekend, just to kind of take it down for an hour or two and have fun. So, Skies, Briarwood, Mason, again, thank you for popping in, dude. Josh, see you later, buddy. Let's go over to Phantom. So, hope you guys have a good night. Have a good Saturday. See you later. Bye.